right, welcome back to another week. It's Monday, August 3rd, new month. And we're back. As always, we're gonna mark up the charts for the session. It's 3 p.m. here in Germany, and in the US, it's 9 a.m. in the morning, and 9:30 session is going to open, so we're gonna mark up the charts. First is the monthly here. I'm just gonna mark up the high of this BISI, make it a 4-point, because we're right around this level, so it might be interesting. Let's also put up the upper quadrant, might also be interesting. Yeah, then the weekly, we have this gap which we're currently playing. Daily BISI, and then let's make that a bit darker here, as well as the middle one as well. Alright, so this is the weekly BISI. I'm not gonna mark up this down here. Daily, we went all the way down, and now we're currently moving back into that range here, so we might look to fill in this gap up here. Just the daily CIBI. So the low has not been tapped yet, and the C is also still open. But that's it on the daily, nothing more here. 4 hour, we have a new week opening gap, which is this one. We have already filled the CE, but we're still gonna keep it for now, see how it reacts to it. 4 hour trend liquidity would be this one. 4 hour trend Q. And then, yeah, these are pretty clean highs up here. We can definitely mark these up. And then we have 54.50. We have this 4 hour gap in here, which also needs mitigation. So that's red. All right, we got that. Is there a BISI? We do have this one on here, so that's 77.75, 77.25. So we got this BISI in here. Okay, we're still in that BISI here as well. That's not too nice, to be honest. It's 47 flat, 47.50. All right, red. Okay, hourly, moving back into the end walk here. Nothing of interest in here. These are the 4 hour trend liquidity levels. No, nothing of interest in here. Well, let's see if there's a gap down here. That's 30 flat, 29. Okay, there's no gap, so we close below. Yeah, nothing of interest on the hourly. We basically went sideways here. Boop, 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 boop. No gaps, no nothing. Okay, 15-minute. Let's get rid of those session lows here for now. 15-minute. Yeah, just went sideways and then came down a bit. Nothing too special, no clean gaps or anything. Yeah, nothing too interesting here either. So, okay, what do I see? Conclusion. We do have news at 10 a.m. That's important to know. So 10 a.m. news, I'm gonna mark that red. So oftentimes what is the case is that not too much is happening before 10 a.m., right? Often we get like accumulation, like sideways price action before the news, and then news happen, they manipulate in either direction, and then after that we get the distribution in the preferred direction or the bias direction, you know. So that's always the case with 10 a.m. news, and not always the case, but that's always something we have to look out for when we have 10 a.m. news. That's on Monday. The rest of the week we don't have any news, and then NFP on Friday, where we definitely have to watch out. All right, so what could I see? We have already filled the end walk today. My buys is bullish, but we have that 4-hour SIBI, right? We are in that 4-hour SIBI, but we do have a 4-hour uptrend. We have clean buy set up here. We have daily and 4-hour gaps to be mitigated into up here. We do have support. We do also have the weekly levels and the monthly levels as support here as well. So yes, this will act as resistance, and it has already last week, but I think we could push through. I don't know now. I don't know if that's the case today or if that will be the case today, but I'm certainly only looking for bullish price action. There is nothing for me to short into. This gap has already been filled. There is no clean sell side for me. So I'm not looking for any shorts. So the first draw essentially would be old daily high up here and then these gaps, right? But we first would need to establish an uptrend of some sort, maybe on the 15 minutes. So if we take that, we might get a Judas taking out, the 90-minute low here and then turn around, maybe do something like this. Or we're not gonna get a Judas and switch the trend immediately, use one of these levels to, jump higher, but I don't know. It's really unclear for me at the moment, and I don't like the fact that we have that 4-hour SIBI here. But I'll have to see how the market unwraps later on, because now I cannot say too much other than the fact that I'm bullish today. But this will certainly be a hindrance, but the draws are clean and the mitigations to the upside as well, and basically everything is bullish, right? So that's what I'm going to look for today. All right, so that was it for the session prep. I'm probably gonna be trading later and upload that. I also decided that if I don't take trades, I will still most of the time upload the video, because it's just, might be interesting for you to see how I go about a market, which I, ultimately don't trade at all, because that is a skill that is really fucking important when you want to become profitable, just to be able to sit on your hands and not trade anything. And, outlining that and talking through that, like my decision making, and, finally coming to the conclusion that, okay, I'm not going to trade today because of this and this, is definitely helpful, I would say. So I will most of the time do that. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later, and good luck and good trading.